Welcome to FurCast, episode 392. I'm your host this evening, Paradox the Red Wolf.
And I'm a fox.
You are a fox.
Pharaoh.
You know, proper.
Proper.
I mean, well, you're still blue.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess I'll knock a couple points off the proper thing. Anyway, welcome to the season finale of FurCast. TLDR, we're moving, or I'm moving, rather. So we're going to take a couple months off. So this is our finale. So hopefully we'll have fun with you guys tonight. We'll take some calls at the end of the show.
I'm still going to show up in the studio.
Yeah, he's still going to, we're still, yeah.
I'm going to have just a single folding chair.
And you're like
and one of the TV light trays.
It's like a lo-fi FurCast.
Just me in the center of the room.
Just you and nothing else. Completely empty room.
Me in a chair.
You in a chair.
It'll be called Pharaoh's Closet.
Anyway, so we also have a bunch of new people tuning in tonight because we are sponsored by Twin Tails, and they also have given us kind of a heads up on their new product. And so we're going to drive a bunch of you new people crazy because you all want to know about it. But unfortunately, we're going to do the roundup first. Unfortunately for you. Well, it is like a news, kind of a rapid fire news segment, so we'll get to that. But first of all, happy spoopy, everybody, or happy spoop. Happy spoops.
Hold up the sign. There you go.
Oh, yeah, I have the stupid happy hauntings thing that he brought down here. Anyway, daylight savings is also switching off tonight here in North America.
It's also a blue moon.
Is it really?
Yes, it's a blue moon.
Oh yeah, it's a blue moon. It's a
You're welcome.
It's a you moon.
It's a me moon.
It's a you moon.
A me moon.
And that's pretty much it. That's all I had for the announcements.
My ass is white, so it's not technically blue, so.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, not 100% sure on when we're coming back because I have to move a ton of stuff. So just stay tuned to social media, our website. We might come back. We might do like a Christmas special or something. We might do other types of episodes or something. We really have no clue at this point. Everything's kind of up in the air, but point being, we'll be back probably in like 2 or 3 months. And with that, let's jump into the roundup. We'll get it over with because I know tons of people are waiting on that. And we'll talk about the Twin Tails stuff in a minute. And we do have coupon codes, by the way, for Twin Tails. Okay, we'll put the Twin Tails stuff in a minute. Roundup. The Roundup is the segment where we throw a bunch of fucking links at you, and you can check them out on your own after the show when we post the episode, which usually takes a few days. That actually reminds me, before I tear apart the studio, I need to make sure to not unplug the rendering server because I'm going to need that. Anyway, first thing in the roundup, workers have eradicated the first nest of murder hornets. Why are they murder hornets?
Because they murder everyone.
Yeah, but whose decision was it to name them that?
They kill. They could have been like serial killer hornets.
Agriculture Department workers wearing protective suits have eradicated the first nest of giant murder hornets. Huh. Okay. Well, there you go. That's the first item in the roundup. Next, this is actual photos of the thing, in case anybody.
Aren't they beautiful?
Oh yeah.
I love the suits.
That's a little. It feels a little Among Us. just a bit.
It's like very. I wish they were color coded.
Yeah, that's
those are special murder hornet beekeeping suits.
Next in the roundup, this is kind of amazing, kind of a little sad, but video here from Brain Freeze Pup on YouTube, and there's a ton of other people talking about this as well. There's kind of like an obituary for furries in VR.
Hey, slush puppies. I want to show you something that means a lot to me. A furry family ofrenda here in VR chat. So the purpose of this world is to keep memories alive of friends no longer with us. It's a bit heavier than the usual clubs and party games you find in VR chat, but my hope is this will be a warm, serene place where friends can share fond memories. If you're getting some big Pixar Coco vibes, it's no coincidence.
So, I'll link in the channel and our roundup link stuff, but it's Brain Freeze Pup on YouTube. Brain Freeze Pup, I should say. And it's a really neat concept. It's really cool. Speaking of virtual things, Midwest FurFest has announced a virtual event. I really wish it was just a regular MFF, but But
maybe 2022.
It's going to be on December 18th through the 20th, so right before Christmas, pretty much. And they're going to have DJs and stuff like that, so that should be pretty cool. Next, I love this. It says, I'd say, now it's personal. But I think we're all well past that by now. The Trump administration has ended a bunch of protections. They were protecting a bunch of wildlife, but gray wolves in particular, I guess, are going to be pretty hugely affected by it. NewYorkWolf.org has a huge article about it. And so does Los Angeles Times here. And yeah, they're basically screwing over the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service.
The farmers.
Coal. The wolves are ruining the coal. I'm not going to try to do an impression.
I can't do Trump.
Yeah,
Sorry, I can't do Cheeto. But
hey, just think, guys. Maybe only one more week.
Or 4 more years. Or 1 more week and 4 more
But
years.
maybe only one more week. Just give me this.
It's 2020. I can't give you anything.
Fair.
Any other year, I would give you something, but...
Fair. Next in the roundup, we're almost done. We're almost to the fun stuff. Telegram update. They now have multiple pin messages, improved live locations, and all kinds of audio playlists. Does anybody use the audio playlist feature where, like, I remember Telegram at one point was just like, oh, you can do podcasts now. Hi, professional podcaster here. Who the fuck does podcasts on Telegram exactly? Just want to know. Just curious.
Well, we can do now that podcast.
Okay. Anyway, but they have a cute little animal thing in the top of the thing. And then finally, Beastars has released season 2 character visuals. And it's let's see what these visuals are. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Ooh. You know. Yep. Scrolling through these, they're kind of just drawings of the characters. But oh well. Oh, he's cute. Freshman year doll sheep. A playboy that's very confident about his looks. Recruited at theater
I don't like sheep.
Okay. Just a bit biased there.
First one to be biased. I'm a fox. Like, when do foxes really interact with sheep? I feel like, we don't like them.
All right.
I have one more for you. Because I was showing this earlier and I completely forgot about it.
Okay.
There you go. Basically, the new...
Is it in the...
yes.
All right.
The amazing series that British Comedy has released. And it's called...
Oh, yeah. It's called Splitting Image.
Splitting Image.
Pharaoh was showing this to me earlier today. I'm only going to play a second of it because it's probably content ID on YouTube, but...
Welcome to the CDC labs. Sir, it's a sterile space. You don't need to wear a mask.
It's not a mask. It's a
It's a feedback.
It is such good comedy for the whole thing. Like, it's one of those things where...
British humor. It makes fun of everyone.
Yeah. And it's very good. So shout out to those guys for that. All right. Finally, the moment that a bunch of people who tune in for the first time have been waiting for right before going our season finale.
Wait, what is it? No, don't reveal it yet.
What?
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 What are we revealing?
We're revealing a dick.
Well, Twin Tails has got a new toy.
Yeah. Twin Tails got a new toy. And Lakoti wants us to tell you guys about it. Lakoti's kind of like our rep at Twin Tails.
What's funny is if you go to the site, it's not on the site yet.
It isn't?
No.
Oh, cool.
So this is early access right here.
Here it is. It is called Zane the Falcon. And I have a bunch of cool photos to show you guys. And Lakoti was sending me some really awesome kind of factoids about the whole thing. So we have a bunch of photos to go through. But first, I just want to say it is their largest toy yet. And I got some dimensions. I'll talk about that in a sec. They have a new dynamic split. So if you actually look at the base at the bottom, let me see. I think I have to go... Yeah, there we go. There's the character. I'll show that in a second. But they have this new dynamic split, so you can actually see the fur texture in the bottom of it, which is really cool. Are there any other toys that have that?
I don't think
I've ever seen that before.
I'm sure it has.
I don't know. But anyway, so there's the toy. There's a good look at it. And we'll show the character on screen. Zane the Falcon. Good stuff. So the mini is going to start at $55 only, which is amazing compared to a lot of competitive stuff.
Go back to the toy then.
Go back to... There you go. We'll show. So there's the small. So the mini, which is probably about just a little bit taller than a typical soda can. It's going to be $55. And then we've got the small at $70, the medium at $90, the large at $135, and the XL, the largest toy they sell now, at $200. And then if you want any signature colors, it's an extra $20.
It's like a fire hydrant.
So $220 if you want the largest toy that Twin Tails makes. The dynamic split allows the base color to follow the pattern of the fur. There you go. There's going to be Falcon toys in the Friday drop, as well as their Black Friday event. So for those who do want this, you might be able to get it soon if you order quickly and pay attention to their Twitter feed. And we expect Zane to be released this upcoming week in general. So The Friday drop will be one way to get it, but they'll also have it for the Black Friday.
See, you know what? They should have sent us the toys in general to have on the show.
Well, it's brand new, man. This is like breaking news here.
No, because it's breaking news, but they have that. They took the pictures of it. They've made it already.
Well, but they just finished these. They're going to overnight it to us?
Well, they should have. Here, they would just send us pictures, and then we were supposed to showcase it. I can't even slap it on the table.
Yeah. We do have a box of the reject Twin Tails toys. Mm-hmm. The ones that can't be loved. We're not allowed to name them.
Nope, can't be named.
Because once you name them, you become attached.
Exactly.
For anybody who's curious on the XL, by the way, we'll show that again. So the diameter of the head is roughly 3 inches. The circumference is 8.5. The diameter of the knot is about 4. Circumference is about 12.5. The above knot length, so everything above that point, which is even just that is ridiculous. Even just above that is the size of the soda can, basically, and it's even thicker. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that is 6.5 inches, and the total length is 13 inches. Total usable is about 10.5, though. When
if I'm not mistaken, a Falcon is a copyrighted character too, so no other toy creator can actually create it without the permission from the artist.
There you go. There's the Falcon.
I'm not sure if the Kodiak
he's a horny boy. I'm here all night, literally.
So kind of like how there's protogens or primogens. There's the one brand of primogen that is
primogen that you have to
it's copyrighted.
I think it's you have to buy them or something like that. But you have to buy rights to. They make you a primogen character, and then you buy it, and then it is yours, I guess. So you're adopting or purchasing the rights.
But you get protogens. Can you actually get a primogen?
So protogens you can make your own, but you have to follow certain criteria, apparently.
It's like an angel dragon?
Kind of. Except you have an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. You actually have genitalia. I mean, computer-y, weird. I don't know. They have Ethernet ports. They have something. USB-C, maybe. If you're an advanced
That'll be the next
protogen. Anyway.
Can someone remind Pharaoh that TTC pays FurCast for complimentary comments? I am complimenting a lot.
Yeah, they do. But I mean, yeah. But we love the Twin Tail guy. Oh, yeah. So I guess I'll just do the typical sponsor read that we normally do. Because
I'm not going to just but I got to test the equipment, you got to see it.
Yeah, guys, they're paying us, but Twin Tails sucks. They're all a bunch of dicks.
Yeah, they're just dicks.
That's all they have.
That's all Twin Tails.
Just dicks.
Just dicks.
They're just a dicky company.
Well, they are fuckable too.
That's true. They are fuckable.
They have fuckables. I mean, so that makes them fuckable too.
Yeah. Anyway, but thank you to Twin Tails for sponsoring FurCast before we move on to the rest of our show, where we read a bunch of dumb
Sin
news.
said the XL's weight is 4.5 pounds of silicone.
Wow. Have fun, guys.
Hefty.
That's all I'm going to say.
Other dildos, wimpy.
Hefty. Anyway, Twin Tails makes high-quality, durable, carefully made toys for reasonable prices. By the way, just a reminder that the mini's only $50. They come in all kinds of pretty colors and also custom patterns. You can ask them to kind of do the For Science thing where they surprise you with all kinds of pretty colors. They ship discreetly as well, so the return label just says TTC LLC. The credit card transaction just says TTC LLC. They also ship internationally. We've got several fans of our show that have ordered internationally, and they've not had any issues. The customs paperwork, by the way, just says silicone sculpture on it, which I think is great. They're also part of our community. They're in our chat room. They're actually in our chat room right now, so if you have any questions for them, you can always ask those guys. They're degenerates just like you and me. And fans are encouraged to reach out and share their experiences. Love is poured into every mold.
They don't have any assholes, do they?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think they just have fuckables. They have...
Yeah.
They have they're pussies.
We should mention that even though we just read that pricing to you, you can get 20% off of that if you use our coupon codes, which are in the lower third on the graphic. And for audio listeners, it's Red Wolf.
Or Blue Fox if you're kinkier, which is primarily the best one to use.
Is yours still winning?
I don't know anymore.
Oh. Damn it.
Probably. Because I was winning by a lot at one point.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we do...
I love that I cost them money, though, too, in the beginning. Because they fucked up.
Oh, really?
And then after the discount on.
I don't know why Twin Tail sponsors us.
I know.
Can we just say that? Like, they're great. You guys are awesome.
We fucked up and cost them. I'll say I fucked up and cost them a lot of money.
Like, Sin and Lakoti, you guys are great, but I literally do not know. I mean, it was funny when they first approached us, and they're like, we want to sponsor you. We're like, okay, but why? And then they still do.
So yeah, there's no assholes at Twin Tails. Don't worry about that. Or you could worry about that because there are no assholes to fuck.
Right. All right, so shall we...
Did you even pull up their website to show the rest of their products? Maybe people that are watching this for the first time don't even know.
All right, well, I'll pull that up really quick.
What are the other pictures?
Well, I'm doing that.
What are the other
that was
pictures?
all of them.
Oh, there was?
Yeah, that was all. I showed all of them a bunch. While I'm doing that, why don't you get a news article ready? Then we'll move on to news.
I should.
Yeah.
But I just want to harass Twin Tails more.
Oh, we also have... this is my favorite one. My personal favorite, by the way. Dante.
Yeah, it's all right.
I think it's gorgeous. It's so pretty. Oh, actually... I do have this. There we go. I've got our old B-roll file that I'll show you guys of all that stuff. And that's my favorite thing that they have. And they also have FurCast colorations. If for some reason you want our Persona colors going up your butt, I don't know. I mean, that's apparently people seem to like that. So there you go.
Jerem's like, yeah, they need an asshole fuckable. Well, they aren't assholes. That's the problem. So they don't know how to make an asshole, and they're not assholes.
Yeah, that's why. Every toy is made with love and sin. Well, it's actually made by Sin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sin it makes the toys. You know, it's pure sin.
Well, because no, Twin Tails has an employee named Sin.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's literally sin in all of your...
There is sin in all of your toys.
Made with sin. Anyway. All right. Do we want to jump into stupid
You
news?
forgot the other thing about Twin Tails too now.
What now?
Well, don't you pay attention? They're changing firmnesses.
Ooh. Okay.
Well, basically just for the soft.
Okay.
They're changing it from like a 40 soft to a 30 soft. So it's actually, which used to be their super soft. And can I just say, Lakoti? There. Told you so.
What?
Told you so.
Told him so what?
Told you so.
What happened? Tell us. I want the insider.
With the extra large toys, I was like, since the density of silicone changes as you get a bigger toy, they were getting a lot of complaints because they would use the same like firmness for soft for extra large toy.
Okay.
But then when it is still soft.
Right.
But the problem is it feels more like a medium, which you would have in like a smaller toy.
Oh, I get it. Okay, so it doesn't scale basically the firmness of it.
It does and it doesn't. That's the thing. Is like technically, but when you have a giant toy, you can't really squeeze it the same way as you would a small toy.
Okay.
So like, but you texturally feel it as you want more give with it, but
Right.
there's only so much you can actually give since there's
Because it's only so a certain amount of it, a certain volume of it is only so compressible. Before, okay.
Durameter? I think it's durameter.
Yeah.
So like something that actually tests how deep something goes, but you're putting a certain amount of
So when you
pressure.
say 30, is that newtons? Like what are you? How do we calibrate dicks?
Search it.
I want to learn how to calibrate
You
my.
want- calibrate.
Yeah,
dicks.
I'm a fan of accurate, color on monitors and accurate other things. I want.
You have to search. I think it's durometer scale.
Firewing in chat says, "Wonder if you could use one of their products as a hammer." I mean,
No.
I wouldn't.
Even if you did the hardest hard silicone, it would still be about the density of like a bouncy ball. So like, and if you could hammer in a nail with a, I mean, they could probably make a silicone hammer that you could probably just shove up your ass if you want that. That is a very big possibility, like a novelty hammer butt plug.
Novelty. God.
Okay, so there you go. Search up durometer, D-U-R-O. This is all stuff I researched when I came back from them for the first time.
Oh yeah, no, I know what these are, but I mean, what are the measurements? So like when you say that it's a 30 hardness,
There
what does
you go.
that mean?
So pull that up. Pull the
Okay.
chart up. No, not that.
This?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
It's the shore hardness scale.
shore hardness scale. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Well, why don't I just search that?
That is. It.
Yeah, it's really tiny image though. I want to find a bigger image that we can put up on the screen here. Is this the same one? Hold on. We'll get it. It's transparent PNG. Here we go. Here's a good one. Put that up on the screen. So a gummy bear would be like a 10, and like the little futsal squish things are like a 30, and then rubber bands. Oh, it also depends on whether we're talking shore A, shore B, shore. So what?
Basically, it's still like all Shore 00 for silicone products.
Okay,
You're
so
not
pretty
going
much-
to have a rubber wheel type rubber dick or a plastic helmet level
I love plastic helmet.
extra hard.
I go 100. I like my werewolves hard. Hard as a hard hat.
But it's hard to explain here.
Oh, I love the. Okay, so past the 100 on Shore 0 is the rubber wheel that's on the bottom of like a cart, and then you've got a tire at 80. Okay, wow.
So it's 80 like on Shore 0, 70 on Shore A, like 55 on Shore B.
Okay,
The shores of density.
so you want your werewolves at 100, is what you're telling me?
No, you don't want your werewolves at 100. It'll rip through you.
Well, it can still be smooth, right? The hardness doesn't affect how smooth it is.
I just laugh because like I was just joking with the Cody when I was down there because like I know someone shipped back like a extra large toy, and I was like, you need to like underhandedly like change the firmness. So like don't offer extra soft, but make it softer for an extra large.
For that size, yeah.
For
Okay.
just specifically the extra large, since extra large is huge. And I was like, no one will ever know. And I was like, you'll get less complaints.
Yeah.
Because just the density. Because sometimes like people like there's like 030 for like small toys, and some people don't like it. Then it's so soft because it's literally like you can be like.
Right.
But I think changing.
Yeah, Nerox says there are glass dildos.
I know there's glass dildos.
Yeah, so what would be the wrong with Shore 100?
I don't know.
The Shore 100, it sounds, I mean, it would work. It would, it would work like a hard
I feel like
hat.
glass you could have smooth, but shore hardness like it's going to be like a hard plastic.
Oh, yeah. How do you do that with silicone? I don't know if you can.
So if you had any lip or like edge anywhere,
Okay, I see what you're saying.
it's just gonna like cheese grater.
No, wolf inches, that's werewolf cuddling season.
Like think of the rim of a hard hat. You know, like how it's still not completely smooth.
You're still not talking in my terms here. You got to talk about werewolf dicks.
Think
How mad is the werewolf?
Think of a werewolf that is clawed through like a lot of cement with its bare claws, so the claws are kind of all like half broken.
And you got like the concrete dust on the dick.
Yes.
Okay.
That's pretty
See
much.
now, okay. Oh, you get like the drywall dust.
You can get
in
some
there.
rebarb in there too.
Okay, yeah. See now this is making sense to me because I feel like maybe an 80 would be good. A grocery store wheel, or grocery store shopping cart wheel. Shopping cart wheel is around 80. Actually, no, I believe on the Shore 0 it's actually past 100 still, because Shore 0 tops out. Anyway, we should move on.
So wait, the chat room's like, oh, I don't know if you've tried this Phil yet, but can you try hammering stuff with the rejects? I don't have like a very hard reject. I mean, I have.
Well, one thing you wanted to do is film like little short videos where we basically try to destroy
the
Twin Tails toys.
Yes.
Because they're like impossible to destroy. Like you can run them over with a car, you can like hang off them, you can, like we'll film little stupid Twitter videos maybe at some point. That might be a fun project.
Butthole construction. There are safe ABS plastic dildos from Tantus. I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm just saying that I don't think many people want a hard hat level hardness of a dildo going in them. And I'm saying that
What if your ass is in a union?
There's some people that again would love that type of just hard plastic.
I'm sorry, the union mandates hard hat level protection for safety.
Like that level of hard hat, I think you could hammer in a nail. I can grab some of the toys from downstairs and we can try hammering in a nail into a piece of wood. I can tell you I don't think that's going to work well. I think I could probably get it to stick into the wood.
Or the nail would go through the toy. I mean, some people are into sounding.
Oh, no. No. No.
No.
No.
No. All right, do you want to jump into
Then
news?
hammer me nail.
We have a bunch of
But then just to recap,
Yeah.
they're changing the softness, so like it'll be nice and soft for those who actually like soft. Because then like the 40 the 40 that it was before, it's still softer than the medium, but I guess people just couldn't, when you're squeezing it, you couldn't feel the difference as much.
Yeah.
Whereas now the 30, you'll definitely know this is a soft toy. Whereas
Okay. And it makes sense based on how it scales up in size with the sizes. So it's what you expect basically now for soft, quote unquote.
So it's going to be a little bit extra softer for a smaller toy, but for the extra large, it's actually still going to feel like that nice little softness that people want. So,
All right. Very cool.
see, Lakota didn't even pay me for that. I found that information out on my own. And he didn't even inform me. I was just looking it up and saw it.
You're a good little employee. That's how you get. This is how you get.
How you get
promotions.
promoted. It's a dick promotion. You get like
yeah.
2-star dick.
You get fucked with a larger dick.
Like it's like a little dick emblem, like like how soldiers
You
have.
have like an office chair at their office, and there's just a dildo built into it, and they just upgrade the size.
All I can think of is like how military has like the little like ribbons. Like when you start going up in the employee rank, it's just the dick gets bigger or more harder. It's just like really flaccid. You have like a flaccid.
You start out with a flaccid
pin. Oh, he's obviously an intern. He's can't even get hard here.
You get harder as you
get promoted in Twin Tails.
Yeah. Okay.
Then you have like the standing ovation dick at one point.
So the people who run Twin Tails have got to be real hard asses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're real stiffy.
They're a little Jesus Christ. Okay.
Unionized ass. OSHA certified.
All right.
Anything is potentially breakable.
Yeah, no, you can probably. I mean, we could find ways to, I don't know. We got to make it like a do and don't series on like how to clean them. And we'll come up with like really weird, like we'll like put them in acid.
Now that the Animaniacs are coming back, all I can think of is us doing good idea, bad idea, good idea,
bad idea. Yeah.
Did you ever see that?
Not the one you're talking about. No, not the one that's coming back.
You never saw Animaniacs?
No, I've seen Animaniacs.
So I just want to use it as a reference for you.
We have news to get to.
This is important.
Okay.
So here, because there. This is there. I can't make a reference, then have you not get the reference for it.
All right.
It's time danger.
Just go for the beginning. It's just for the.
Good idea.
They're like 2 seconds.
Okay, I see them.
Singing Christmas carols to your neighbors. Bad idea. Singing Christmas carols to your neighbors on the 4th of July.
Okay. That's funny. Yeah, we could do that. Good idea, bad idea. I like it. All right, shall we?
Yeah, because that's news if anyone didn't know. Hulu bought Animaniacs.
Hulu bought the name?
No, they paid a lot of money, and now they're recreating Animaniacs.
Oh. I guess that's pretty cool. A lot of people like Animaniacs. That might work out good.
Are you like out of touch with things like recently? I feel like, did you not watch any of the trailers like that came out?
I'm moving. In case you haven't noticed.
Well, you still have time. Maybe you should stop thinking about yourself and think about like others around here. About the joys that we get from media. The little joys that we have. There's not
fair,
much joy in media right now.
Animaniacs coming back is totally something you would know and I wouldn't in general, though. Let's be clear here about how that works. Anyway, I got news ready. For anybody who's new to the show, we call it news, but it's really just stupid shit. Just in case you're curious.
Someone said good red wolf, bad blue fox. Oh, did you have news?
No.
You said you had news.
No, I didn't.
If we rewound the show, you said I have news.
No, I said we have news. Specifically. And you have a bunch of news.
I know I have news.
Okay, I'm expecting you to jump in.
I was going to, but you said you had news. I swear, I know you had. You said
We have been doing this for check notes 392 episodes.
yes.
And you always start with news.
Well, not always.
There's been rare exceptions.
Thank you. So there's no 100% anywhere. I didn't even get to like start up with news, you know. Well, you want some, you know, since we're talking about Animaniacs, you got something for you.
All right.
I don't like that it's not. See, now I don't have the drop. So like we've done this for 200. I feel like I need that. There we go. This website simulates the pain of loading the internet in the 1990s.
Okay. Why? You realize you could just do that with your browser? You could just go into like inspect mode and simulate a slow connection. That's a thing. It's actually useful for when you're developing websites so that you know how long it's going to take to load. You can like simulate latency and everything. And somebody made a website for it.
But I still love the dial-up ring.
I mean, yeah, it's somewhere.
Like, I feel like people that nowadays don't appreciate like the dial-up tone that when you like. Do you have any of those? Like on like?
No, I don't think so.
I thought you had like a song that had it, used it too.
Oh. I love how I just have to pull up everything you mentioned, everything you just come up with here. Yeah, where you dial a thing and then. Oh, here we go. Oh no, people can sniff our data.
I kind of liked that song. I feel like that was a good sound.
It was, you know.
Can you tell me what the meaning of it was?
There's a bunch of different handshakes. The modem has to handshake the protocol that it's doing, and then it has to, like do tuning for the, not the latency, the I
Channel.
forget, something to do with the acoustics of the phone line. That it has to tune that, and then after that it just runs. But yeah, I don't know much about it because even though I am a network technician by day trade, I have not used dial-up in a long time.
Many years.
Of all the news we have, you picked this.
Yes. So talking about Animaniacs, I want to go back to the 90s. You know, back in the good old days.
All right.
Maybe the internet wasn't the good old days, but you know, because now we have like.
Yeah, people are like, this is the good old days. No, it sucked actually.
No, wait. Can I say this though? You didn't need as fast internet because websites didn't have like 30 meg. Like there was more compression on websites. So like.
It's more about the number of assets that websites pull down. The number of connections you have to make is a huge issue.
So like that was the thing though that was nice though too. So it's like yeah, it was slower, but the amount of like things that were loading on this page, you were making stuff so that you compressed it. Now I feel like sites like don't even try, and that's why you can have like literally using a gig of RAM on one Windows tab.
Yep, it's kind of funny. Like every once in a while, like I work in IT, and people will be like, "Oh, it's just a basic computer. I just need it for browsing Facebook or whatever." And I'm like, "Do you realize that browsing Facebook is probably one of the most intensive things that a computer can do?" You're like streaming real-time video on a scrolling page, continuously loading. Yeah, Facebook is.
I bought a new graphics card just for Facebook. You need the new Facebook's graphics card, you know?
Yeah.
If you're old enough and lucky enough to have internet in the 90s, you probably remember the ringing sound. Can you pronounce this for me? They literally have it.
They just wrote that out.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Seared into your mind for all the rest of time.
Yeah.
It's very iconic. Like, once you hear it, you always know it. For those too young, that was the noise of you dialing into the internet. It was the first step in the painful process of attempting to just view a website, any website. Not even Netflix, merely just an image could take minutes to load.
I remember that.
Then somebody in your household needed to use the telephone at the same time, possibly the big spinny rotated dial phone. We never had a rotated dial phone. We had literally wireless phone.
Even when you were a kid.
Yeah.
I think we had one in our house somewhere. It was like just like a keepsake thing, but And of course, there were all the Bell system phones back when you would like lease the phone.
Like, I feel like not many people in the 90s had the friggin' rotisserie, like rotary phones. Like you're going a little bit too far back there.
Yeah.
Like there were still wireless phones in the 90s. So sorry, I'm criticizing this article.
I feel like the person who wrote that's a little.
You're a little outdated there. Like, oh, the phones were this big in the 90s. No, they had the same, like...
We had cell phones in the 90s.
Yeah, then there's the same...
Like
wireless,
reasonable... Like, there was...
the
text.
Nokia.
Yeah.
The ones that can build buildings and survive, like, megaquakes. And
Yeah.
I still love the Nokia phones. I still have a Nokia phone downstairs.
I assume it still works.
Yes. I took it diving. It was 60 feet underwater. I forgot it was in my back pocket when I put a wetsuit on.
Yeah. Wow. And it survived.
It still worked afterwards.
Softwest rotisserie phone.
Rotary phone, but I like rotisserie phone.
rotisserie.
Rotisserie phone.
That's good. Show title.
So yeah, there's a whole, hilarious video shows like different teens struggling to use those phones. How do you dial? But I love them when they take stuff from like different ages.
Can I say I hate that shit when it's like,
No, I love that.
Young kids react like, how do you use a floppy disk? And it's just like, really?
Well, people thought that
Maybe it's because I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
Because like I literally watched tutorial videos on how to repair like phone systems from the 1920s.
I did repair phone systems from the 1920s, so I mean.
Well, yeah, that's true. You work for a telecom. But that's the thing, though. It's like, because I don't know. You just get to that point where it's like.
Well, people thought that when people brought out floppy disks at one point, they were like, "Oh, you 3D printed the save icon."
Yeah. I feel like people just say that to be ironic, though.
Not at first. Now maybe.
I'm sure somebody's that detached.
I think I still have a bunch of programs that are on floppy disk. They're somewhere downstairs.
Because like a lot of young. This sounds so weird to say this. A lot of young kids these days. But literally, like I've actually seen like actually in one of the schools that I worked in that I did some networking stuff. Like a bunch of kids actually found a bunch of old like floppy disks, and they were like, "Whoa, it's like floppy disks!" And they were like really excited by it. So it's like, and like,
I
they clearly.
remember going to Circuit City and buying floppy disks, and I remember going to Circuit City to buy burnable discs the first time.
I feel like your character just is in the 90s. Like your personality,
I never left.
you never left the 90s. You're still there.
Yeah. I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartbreak. And Coach 7 answered the phone. They're more for you. Somehow in the 90s, humanity has progressed to the point that we developed rockets, nuclear power, and even Spice Girls, but not far enough to be able to use the internet and phone at the same time. They were truly dark days, even at the 28.8 kilobytes per second modem that can send you back around $520.
Yep. I had to set up a modem the other day for a fax server at one of my clients. They have a computer sitting in the server rack, and all it does is just send faxes out. It's like it's got some medical software on it or whatever, but when they like need to send prescriptions or whatever, it ends up on that little computer with a little modem plugged into it, and
the tech that came to install today, me and him were literally sitting down and talking for like at least 25, 30 minutes. That Nico even left the house and came back, and we were still talking about all of the horror stories that you got or experienced as techs.
Oh, yeah.
And from different company sides. So we were talking between Spectrum and Verizon wise. And we're like, oh, you had that too? Yep. Some things never change. And we were talking about like how like techs would go in and cut lines, and he's like, I fucking hate that. I was like, I hated that too. Like a Verizon tech comes and cuts in all the Spectrum lines because they're pissed and they hate the other company, or they came from the other company and now they work for the other one, but they still hate that company they work for. So nothing changes, but they're still an asshole even if they switch companies. And like I always would be like neat when I set up everything in people's houses. I'd redo all the Verizon lines so they were nice, and then I'd have all of like the Spectrum lines so they were nice, and I'd have all the Dish ones, and I'd tell the customers like, hey, you need to switch things over. You just need to change this one wire over to this one wire over to this one. There you go.
Yeah.
And you can switch different services.
You were like that one tech that would be like, hey, in case you ever switch to our competitor, and the customer's like, what? Yeah.
Probably why I was like the number one tech in this entire area. Because I knew more than most.
Well, there you go.
And oh my God, do you know treating customers with respect? Like that. I don't know. Like, people actually like you when you do that. Imagine that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, jeez. Strange world, I tell you. If you're ever young enough to experience the slow internet speeds that we're used to back in the 90s, you're in luck. A new website simulates the painful experience so you can enjoy it again. One thing that the website tries to do is serve the page as fast as possible, so I decided to do the opposite. I made a toy web server, which goes as slow as humanly possible. Creator Terrence Eder explained in a blog post. You can check it out at slowwww.ml.
Slow them. Let's see. You need to be patient.
Oh, this is the experiment.
The experiment is now ended. Aw. Oh, but there's GitHub. There's code for it. So if anybody wants to, or GitLab, sorry, it's a link to a GitLab page, but very slow website. This is a very slow website.
Can we make a FurCast version of the 90s?
Yeah, unfortunately, there's the page code, but I can't get it to. That's funny though.
This delivers a page at about 175 bits per second. Bits, not bytes. At a row. It is delivery set to be about as fast as an adult human can read. Why do you need pages to deliver any faster than you can read?
That was actually a thing. People used to say that. Like when modems would get faster and faster, people were like, well, I can't read any faster. Why do I need the modem to be any faster? Funny how things change.
Yeah, the project certainly delivers an authentic experience of an image loading. I remember coding like HTML and like how you could set up dynamic of how images would load for a web page. It would either be the top-down method or the chunk method where it would piece together in different, or it would do like the blur thing where it would slowly come in to focus, so it would only do some of the pixels intermediately. I remember the different methods that you could set up.
Oh, that was a PNG, the way you encode a PNG file. Yeah, you can make it so it encodes multiple resolutions. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it'd be loading, and you could have it load like top down, or it's doing the line wise, or slowly coming into focus.
You want to jump to another article?
Can slowing things down make the web calmer and less distraction?
No.
Will it become a more thoughtful place to engage in dialogue? That sounds nice, he said. Most likely, lockdown has just set me into a gentle loop.
Okay.
So he was literally just going mad from all like the fast news feeds and everything. So he just basically was like, I just want to slow everything down.
I mean, it works to an extent, but the thing is, Twitter is a short number of characters. So I feel like Twitter would actually work quite well over... I mean, keep in mind, Twitter was designed originally to work over text message. That was the original point of Twitter. That was why it was 140 characters, is because a text message was 160 characters. And so you could fit an entire tweet plus the username and everything in a single text message. And then, of course, they eventually, I think, sort of got rid of that feature. But anyway, do this one. I feel like this is relevant to furries. Do you mind jumping into this one, and then I'll do the dominatrix one?
I got a spoopy one first.
A spoopy one? All right. Go ahead with the spoopy one then. I'll do this music here.
Vsauce here. I can't think of anything other than that. Haunted New York Castle auction is ending tonight.
Okay.
You can buy it.
The whole thing?
Yes, the whole thing.
The whole castle?
No, you can only buy the ghosts.
Yeah.
The cheap old house remains some of its ornate details and allegedly 2 old spirits that are assholes.
Okay.
It looks like a schoolhouse, to be honest.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Okay, I'll give you the link so you can pull up the pictures if you want. And then Vor is kind of like Halloween-y-ish.
Yeah, well, that'll be the next article. Our next article is about Vor, guys.
This auction ends apparently just before midnight tonight. Halloween on the blue moon. The Auburn Castle dates back to 1871 when it was built for Samuel Laurie, a Scottish immigrant who ran a local wool mill. Where is Auburn, New York? From us?
Not too far. I don't know.
Auburn.
I'll look it up in a minute. That's the place.
It's kind of cool. Laurie's wife, Jean McAllister, died in the home in 1990 and then ended up losing his fortune in an economic depression 3 years later, according to a real estate agent.
It's mid-state. Finger Lakes.
Oh, Finger Lakes area? That seems like a Finger Lakes kind of house.
Yeah.
More recently, DeRosa said the supernatural activity, Ooh, drone shot.
Just that
It's got a
one.
little creek.
Oh, yeah, it does look kind of creepy.
Oh, the
here.
doors. It's like the Cooper Tom level.
Before it goes to market. Our number one goal is to disprove a haunting.
Oh, God, I hate these shows so much.
Reverse it a little bit. When that person looks like Zumaro, and there's also a Spectrum van outside. You know, we install if there's ghosts or not.
It was you! You're the ghost.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
That's your old van right there.
Yo, shut up. We're running cable. Look at it. Tell me that does not look like
You don't
Zumaro.
have any proof. You don't have to believe in the paranormal for the paranormal to believe in you. 80 to 85% of places are not haunted.
Wow.
80
to 85% of places are not haunted, guys.
Just so you know.
Just so you know.
Now it's no longer normal. Now it's paranormal. Electronic voice phenomenon.
Oh, wow, they're using Audacity.
Tremendous amount of energy for it to be able to do that.
Spirits really love
I actually
Audacity.
think that it would,
Yeah, they like open source software.
you wouldn't be able to sleep at night. There's something here.
Okay. And you can buy it. It could be yours.
Supernatural activity have been detected inside local paranormal investigators. How do you become a local paranoia investigator? Paranoia.
Oh, yeah, you know, it's just, right between the Subway restaurant and the tax attorney. That's the paranormal investigator for the town. He's got a little shop, you know.
We could probably just become one. I don't think you need any degrees. Like, what? We just take mics and cameras into a house. Be like, yep,
Yeah.
some shit here.
You get them like a little certificate.
Uh,
What if we could like make an entire like a bunch of money on that? Scaring old people. I feel like that's a huge market.
I feel like that is a pretty big
It's
market.
a really yeah.
Do we give like people certifications when their house is haunted? Yep, do some fucked up shit. Certified fucked up shit.
Certified fucked up shit.
There's some spoopy shit.
Yeah, spoopy. Certified spoopy.
Certified spoopy. Oh, hairs on the back of my neck stood up.
Yep. You just walk into the house and you're just like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Which, to be honest, having grown up when I was younger in a haunted house, there's some serious shit that's scary.
Okay.
And actually, 'cause I think the house is still here. It's in Boston.
Oh yeah.
It was my father's old farmhouse where he bought it at a deal because the farmer decided to kill his family, bury him in the basement, and then kill himself in the attic. So, you know, great price for the house, though.
Okay.
But I still remember stories my father wouldn't go into the basement because if you tried to work at the workbench, it felt like hands would grab your ankles.
Okay. I would assume that's a draft of some kind. Considering
Maybe.
it's an old farmhouse.
Maybe.
Okay.
But, you know, I've never had giraffes, like, squeeze my ankles. I felt giraffes blow over my ankles. Nothing like, you know, squeeze your ankles. Then, like, you know what, like, when you walk into some place and it's like something feels wrong, like, you know, you just, I don't know if you've ever had that, or like something like,
Yeah, like when you walk into a wolf area and I walk into a fox area.
yes.
Yeah, there you go.
But kind of like when you, like, I don't know. how do you know how to explain it? Like, where like you feel like something's off. Like, oh, I don't like this like environment or something like that. It's kind of like the tone you got. Like sometimes when you walk to the house, like your hairs would stand up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where like you didn't see anything, but something didn't feel right.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ghost Stories, which is also a great anime.
Is it?
I think you saw some of it. There's one that's the abridged.
Okay, not ringing a bell.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, the abridged series of Ghost Stories, if anyone wants a great spoopy night, you need to, download that right now. Legally or illegally, I don't care.
Well, it's abridged.
Well, it's abridged, but it's the official, like...
Oh, it's official abridged. Okay.
Yeah, by the actual voice actors, because they weren't given the script or whatever in the beginning, or there's different stories of what happened, like, and then they would just ad-libbed half the stuff, because, like, the original, like, thing that I was told, which it could have just been something else, but that they were given the copyright or the rights to do the anime. So they got all the animation.
Okay. So they got the...
But they were never given the script.
Oh my God.
So they had all the animation, the characters, and everything to speak, but they weren't given the script to translate. So they just started making up shit.
That's amazing.
Because they were already paid to do the voice acting, and they had to come back and do it anyway. But they were already all together.
So they just said, well, fuck it,
we're just going to wing it. And they all together just made up a bunch of different things, and they just made through all the episodes.
That's amazing.
And like the one girl that was like the religious one becomes like this very Protestant, like Christian level.
Right.
So they made her like, oh no, I can't do that. It's against my faith. Like, but like really like high level creepy. Oh no, you need to get Jesus in your life. Like the little kid that didn't have a voice actor for it. So like the one person did the voice acting for the kid, but she would just scream and mumble. So and then they would like understand what he was saying. Yeah.
Wow. That sounds creative.
I think if you could search Pet Me Harder on YouTube, I think it'll come up. A part of the series.
This one?
Yep.
Since I am your favorite among these heathens. You are pathetic.
When he died, I was so sad that I would never hear that voice again. His laugh. His funny little requests.
Touch me.
His reprimands.
Touch me harder.
Toby, please forgive me for bringing you back to life. I know now that it could never work between us. As much as we wanted to, it could never be. Not because you're a rabbit, but because you're black.
Look what I've...
Holy shit. What is this again? Okay.
Ghost Stories.
Ghost Stories. Okay, that's
I watched it with Shia, and they were like, "What the fuck?"
God damn! All right.
It is a treat for anyone who has not seen it, and especially for this Halloween. If you want to drink, have fun, and watch some ghost stories.
Yeah, watch some ghost stories. Okay.
I give you a recommend. Touch me. His reprimands. Touch me harder.
I did like the rabbit's voice. That part I liked.
His laugh.
I don't know about the other part. I don't know if I liked that part, but the rabbit part I liked.
I feel like some parts of it, I feel like culturally have not aged well from the series.
It's a little cringy.
But it is definitely. I've shared it with so many people, and it's one of those classics that you have to go back and just watch.
Yeah. Because it was a lot. When did they do it?
Oh, I can't even tell you.
It's fine. You can keep it.
Back to. I still think we shouldn't think about just becoming paranormal investigators
In our town.
Can we just call ourselves paranoia investigators? Yep, you're definitely paranoid.
Well, I'm a little worried. It's like something completely normal too. It's like, well, I'm a little worried that truck is gonna back into that wall when they pull into the driveway, and you're like, yep, you're paranoid.
That didn't mean that the anime series wasn't abridged. It was basically, yes, this was because abridged is someone else doing it. No, it's legit the dub.
Right. So it's quote unquote the abridged, but it's
the dub.
Official.
Yeah, it's the official dub.
It's a licensed abridged
dub
of it. Okay.
I think we'd be really good paranoia investigators. Yep, you're definitely paranoid.
Yep. $100.
I feel like with this market today, though, too, I feel like we would skyrocket high up in the business.
Yeah.
Make some a lot of money. Whether you believe or believe not of the paranoid activity, Dolores said via email, some find it alluring to believe it adds to the overall desirability of the property, and some believe otherwise, and that it would diminish its overall desirability. So it can go either way. It seems so. Well, some people think it increases the value of the house. But there's a lot of other people who oppose that and think it decreases the value.
Honey, hey, take a look at this house that I found. Nah, I don't like it. I need it to be haunted.
For anyone who's willing to risk living with ghosts, it represents a potential bargain. Like, I'd be okay with, like, Casper level ghosts. Like, you know, like maybe they help clean shit. Like, they're not assholes. Like, I got a name basis with them. You're like, hey, how's it going? What's up? But the ones that are like are gonna like try to like scratch you in your sleep and like you know
fuck with you,
fuck with you, yeah.
Turn lights on and off. No, I don't know.
That's not the energy bill. Which I think that's probably just bad electrical. I've seen my share of houses that are old.
Yeah, I was gonna say you get some cringy.
If anyone willing to risk living with ghosts represents the potential bargain. The brick home company is about 7,000 square feet. Again, everyone, tonight only. This house is for sale. You can buy it right now. It's 7,000 square feet across 3 different stories. The floor plan shows 6 bedrooms, and there are 4 fireplaces for you to enjoy.
That tells you the age right there.
There's also a parlor, a music room, a study, a formal dining room, a kitchen, a walk-in pantry, and a breakfast nook. Was there any other pictures from it?
No, not really. Not when I saw.
2 porches. Don't most houses have? I feel like 2 porches is not really a luxury selling item.
Oh, dude. So I've been looking for places, right? Because I'm moving. Some of the listings that you find are hysterical.
One of the things, though, it says 2 porches, an attic space that has a floor plan that suggests it could be used as a studio.
No. No.
We can convert another attic.
But I would find listings for places that would be like, oh, this beautiful home on like, Sunrise Avenue. And meanwhile, Sunrise Avenue is like the worst part of the area or something. It'd be like, this beautiful home on Sunrise Avenue has a gorgeous walk-in kitchen. And it was like, walk-in kitchen? Oh, okay. And there's a lot of listings like that where it's like they try to like, write a nice little blurb about the house that just means absolutely nothing. Completely useless. And then half the time they were wrong.
So, there's also, and there's also a very large and creepy basement. So if you wanted that too.
Oh, okay. Good. I was worried about that.
But there's a creek run through it.
True.
There's also a defunct auto shop on the property.
Defunct auto shop.
We can get CJ in on this. There we go. He's got an auto shop.
There we go. FurCast moving 2.0.
The home has gone largely untouched in the years. Has many of its original details, ornate wood lincoln and lancet windows and stained glass windows.
What if the ghosts are horny?
Kind of hot. It depends. Like, who's fucking you? Can you fuck a ghost, though? I feel like you couldn't fuck a ghost.
I'm sure someone's into that.
But I feel like that you're just fucking air.
I don't know. I don't really know, like, what it...
Is it like Ghostbusters level, where there's, like, the plasma goo? Like Slimer?
That's what I mean, though. It's like, what
level of ghosts are we talking about?
What level of ghosts? Like, how does this work? Like, are these ghosts that can, like, do things? Or are they just, like...
Can the ghost give me a hand job in the middle of the night?
They're kind of nice. They have a house.
Careful, the ghost gives hand jobs.
Oh yeah, if you're horny.
We got a very horny ghost.
Like you can't see them, can't hear them, can't anything. You just randomly like just get touched. You're like, oh, that's nice. And they just help you out, and then they go through the wall.
I gotta leave this house. The ghost won't stop giving me hand jobs.
No, it's like what if it's
It just becomes a problem though.
a consensual ghost?
Consensual ghost.
Yeah, it's a consensual ghost. Like only
Consensual ghost job.
it'd be kind of nice.
But what if it's a non-consenting ghost?
You're just in your room and you just feel like, like a draft or whatever, and you can tell that the ghost is there, and you're like, yeah, all right,
He's back.
Yeah. No, not even that. You could just be like, yeah, I guess I'll go for one, and then you're just like,
I guess I'll go for one.
I guess I'll go for one. Okay, so you're going to register ghosthandjobs.com. Any VR chat sex tips?
That would make it really weird.
I feel like VR chat is basically ghost sex.
But they're not getting touched.
That's what I mean. Get it?
Yes.
Like it affects your senses, but there's nothing actually physically happening.
But this ghost would be affecting your physically happenings.
Maybe. We don't know what level of ghost it is.
Level of ghosts.
What's your ghost level?
How thick is this ghost? What is the ghost thickness? What's the density?
How many C's of thickness? Is it a thick ghost? A thick ghost?
I just want a measurement now for ghost density.
Ghost density? A thick ghost.
How thick is your ghost?
It could be 3 C's, which would be thick.
Well, you know, have like the wind pressure, or like the pressure. Maybe like it has to be like fathoms. How many fathoms is your ghost in depth?
Well, if the ghost is horny, does the ghost get hard? And then the thickness of the ghost.
The whole ghost gets hard.
So the hornier he gets, the more. The whole shape of the
whole ghost becomes hard.
So you can put your hand through them, but then when they're horny, it's just boom. You're like, oh, he's horny.
He's horny now. Everyone run. He's reached stage 2.
The ghost can't go through walls.
No.
The ghost is like, hey, I'm stuck in this room. Can you help me get off? Ghost girth.
Ghost girth. Some work has already been done. Current owner replaced the roof and installed electricity.
Installed electricity.
Priorities.
Okay. Ectoplasm orgasm.
DeRosa said the unique property has a lot of potential applications.
Ectoplasm orgasm.
Ectogasm?
Ectogasm. There you go.
Or an ectoplasm-gasm.
Yeah.
I like ectoplasm-gasm.
There you go. Ectoplasm gasm.
The bidding just started at $25,000.
Oh, what a deal.
You could own a ghost-ridden castle for $25,000.
Yeah.
Oh, but actually up to yesterday, it got up to $135,000. This is Friday morning. Aside from the castle mysterious and allure paranoid.
Don't we have a show title that's Soft Ghost? or like Warm Ghost or Soft Ghost? Hard Ghost.
Oh, can you click on the bidding thing link?
I don't have it. You never put it in the thing.
Oh, god damn it. I'm kind of curious what the bidding's up to now. It's cheaper than this house. Oh, I did put it in there.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Where do I click the link?
It's at the very bottom of the article. Right there, online here. Nope, down a little bit more. Up a little there. Ooh.
All right, 2 hours. Oh, $170,000.
It's not that bad, anyone. You know, if you want a ghost, it needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
But it's got electricity and a roof.
You know, $170,000 is not a bad price for a castle. Like, let's be fair here. Terms of sale, ghosts.
Ghosts.
Ghost haunted. Well, there's nothing in the terms of sale about it being haunted.
What about the documents?
Documents. Oh, log into site. Oh, never mind.
Description.
Anyway.
Can you pull it up on Zillow? Osco.
Here it is. Okay, well, this is wrong. It's auction, so this price is incorrect.
Well, that was the starting bid of the auction.
I love how all the Zillow photos are all the old photos of it. Wow.
Oh, wow. That's actually pretty cool.
That, you could film a movie in there.
That's pretty wow.
Wow. That place has got some history.
Oh, wait.
Sorry, let me get rid of the graphic.
It reminds me of the old house that Cooper Tom and like Skuro found.
Yeah, wow, that's needs a lot of work though. Damn.
Is there any more like with the basement and everything? I want to see.
Supernatural activity occurred inside the Scottish New York castle. Auction closes on Halloween just before midnight. Viewers can bid online from anywhere in the world. Wow.
Wait, go back to the.
It's 7,000 square feet.
That's like
7,000 square
feet.
feet.
It's like 3 times the size of this house.
6 bedroom. Too bad. All right.
Go to the other picture. I just want to see if there's anything else. Like,
no, that was it. Wait, it looped around.
I just looped around.
Yeah. Oh, wait, well.
Woo!
Yeah.
How much is the lot?
How much is the lot? I don't know.
That's just seeing how long, how big of it.
About 60 grand.
No, like the size of the lot. Like it's
the size of it? I don't know. I don't know how to find that.
Is it?
I don't know. Anyway, moving on.
But yeah, you got how many hours left of the bid?
Only a few.
And 2 hours left to bid.
Yeah, because I'd assume it's Eastern time with us. So
yeah. What was the other things that had the the auction right there? The other one. Yeah, there you go. 2 hours, 38 minutes. So for only $170,000, you can get a ghost blowjob. I like how it ends at 11:55 p.m. and not like 11:59. Like, why would you like not do like right before midnight?
I don't know.
But it's got 2 ghosts, so I mean, maybe one's like a consensual ghost and one's a non-consenting ghost. Do you want to read the Vor one or no?
Well, I didn't know you were gonna. I thought you were gonna do the Vor one next. I'll do the Dominatrix one. Do you want me to do that one now or what?
Sure. Then I'll do the pit one.
All right. Not voting, not coming. Meet the Dominatrixes getting submissives to vote blue.
That's.
For a moment, I was going to say, for those who don't know, there's an election coming up in the States, in our country, but I'm pretty sure.
I think the whole world knows.
Pretty sure the whole world. I'm sorry. Hopefully,
one ghost
it'll go well, and then you won't have to hear about it anymore.
One ghost is horny, one is prude.
Quote, "It is very important that you do as I say." A lithe woman with a wavy ombre hair purrs into the camera, clad in only an Easter egg blue bra with a lacy trim. She purses her lips. "It's for your own benefit. It's for the greater good. It's for your future." She starts caressing her breasts. "You get to jerk off to no matter what," she says, "but only good boys get to come." I don't understand I mean, like, have fun. Like, I'm happy that people have fun, man. I just.
You could have a furry commune in the castle, though. From the previous article. I mean, do you want like a furry castle? It'd basically be a furry castle commune.
No. The obviously NSFW video is titled "Not Voting, Not Coming." Register now, JOI Femdom POV. The woman who made it goes by Real Cobra Commander, or Cobra for short. She is pro-dom, professional dominatrix, who came up with the idea for it while splitting a joint with a childhood friend. They were talking about the undecidedly unsexy topic of voter suppression when he presented her with the idea for a unique kind of JOI jerk off instruction. Video, JOI, jerk off instruction.
That's a thing.
Most of them are fairly straightforward, but this one has a pervasive twist. If you don't register to vote, you don't get to finish. She thought it would not only be hilarious, but socially important. A lot of performers don't realize the power they have, she tells Rolling Stone magazine. Making such a video felt like it would be a really productive and really interesting, and might make some money. And it did. It was also effective. She said a few dozen of her customers have DM'd her to tell her that it actually promoted them to register to vote. On the strength of sheer pervasiveness alone. See, this is good stuff here, folks, right? If you're trying to get people to participate in politics in your country or in your region, you just got to make them not come.
The chat was like, do you not watch Porn Paradox?
No, but I just don't. I don't get the.
I think we had a conversation about the jerk off instruction because we had to look it up before.
Okay. What I don't get.
Don't jerk
Keep
off.
in mind.
Jerk off. Don't jerk off. Don't jerk off.
Yes, orgasm denial in any way. I just don't. Keep in mind, I'm not into. Well, I guess people are into like the whole Locktober thing too, and even that I don't get. Again, have
it's
fun,
No
please.
Nut November.
There's No Nut November, but there's also Locktober.
I think that one's new. I've never heard of that. One
That
before.
was all over my AD Twitter, man. Everybody was doing Locktober, and
all bullshit. Because I don't know. I feel like Locktober was. I think that's a newer one.
Yeah, I don't mind seeing it. Like I don't.
I just never understood November.
Like I'm basically a nudist. Like I don't. It's not that it squicks me out or anything. I just literally don't get orgasm denial. Like I don't know.
There's also PLFECBJ too. I think you're gonna have to like. Sorry.
In the
You're
midst
gonna have
of
to
a
like Urban
hotly
Dictionary that one
contested
for me.
presidential election in which analysts are paid six-figure sums to predict the outcome of crucial swing states. By the way, don't pay attention to the polls, please vote. One demographic has been sorely overlooked: submissives.
The submissive demographic.
The submissive demographic. Yeah, you got the minorities, right? You got the
doms.
LGBT, but do you have the submissives? Doms are going to great lengths to encourage their subs to register to vote. I can't. Offering discounts to their OnlyFans or personalized Snapchat content in exchange for proof of having voted. So if you prove that you voted, they send you porn. Amazing.
Well, did you see that one ad that was on TV for, I think it was maybe John Oliver did it, the strippers that I voted on their asses, and they kept jiggling their asses to say, go out and vote, damn it.
Yeah. Luckily, by the way, for anybody who has not paid attention to the news, more people we're on track anyway, for more people to vote in this election in the States than have voted since 1904. That's assuming projections are correct, but we'll see. Or findoms, a fetish in which the sub derives pleasure from ceding control over their finances. Okay. Or findoms, I guess. Are also, or yeah, I don't know. Financial
domination.
Yeah. Trying to control their subs votes by hitting them where it hurts most, their wallets. Vote Biden if you're a Trump supporter. You owe me money. I don't make the rules. Writes one tweet. Goddess Gia, a foot and financial dominatrix, put out a call on Twitter for free content for a week in exchange for proof that her subs had voted for Biden. All in all, she says 12 of her subs had either sent her a picture of their ballot or their party registration. It is worth noting that in some states such as Illinois, New York, Florida have made ballot selfies illegal. Yeah, that's the other thing. Be careful about that. In certain cases, taking a picture of you with your ballot will compromise your ballot. Receiving things from me for free that would usually have to pay for attracted many fin subs to my DM, she said. So it was not all hard to find ones who would send proof of their vote for him or have to go out and vote. Wow. And there's a screenshot. In 2016, about 500 legal brothel workers in Nevada spearheaded a Hookers for Hillary campaign. An initiative that many dismiss as a publicity stunt, but that ended up giving, quote, a platform to people not usually seen as political heavyweights. Working class women in their 20s and 30s who talk about how they have struggled to pay for health care and feeding their kids. And Vox's Libby Nelson wrote at the time, or as Foxy. So there we go. Well, there you go. That's good article. And we'll do one more and then we'll go on break. You should do the Vor one. Mm-hmm. It's so good.
I still have it right here. Just looking at Twin Tails, like the new toy, and I was like, I could have done like an ad campaign for them. Like they could have just told me, can you do another video? Pharaoh Fox here. The new
I'd have to just film those, just super basic.
Other toys are just, you ever had this happen to you?
Have like other toys. Like, oh no, you need like black and white video.
The infomercial?
Like yeah, where it's like, has this ever happened to you?
We'll make the infomercial world of toys. Those inferior products just catch fire.
They just explode.
We can use gasoline again. Like with hope. Has this ever happened to you? Just not with Twin Tails products. Their smooth texture offers ease of insertion. They have a lot of good ideas. You just need the filming crew.
Those films are for basic shit.
I just need to be in the mood and not like looking at any kind of news or anything else that's going around in the world.
Yeah.
I need to like self-isolate. Now back to spoopy news.
Yeah.
Or more just funny.
This is great. This is relevant to all of you.
You know, like there's life lessons in some articles. This is for all the furries that are into Vor. This is a life lesson for you.
Yeah.
I hope you come out of it, like, you know, I hope you come out with like better knowledge of why, you know, it's bad.
Yeah.
Lonely grouper fish became really depressed with no visitors during lockdown after eating all of his tank mates, celebrated his 16th birthday with a salmon cake made by the aquarium staff. So without visitors visiting him, he became depressed.
Yeah.
And then ate all of the other fish in the tank, which then made him more depressed because he was lonely.
This is why Vor's bad. It makes you lonely.
You eat all of the companions that are around you, and then you have no one.
When you eat your friends, what do you have?
Shit.
Well, that's after you're done digesting them.
But you have shit. A lonely fish who ate all of his tank mates became depressed after he was left with no company.
Okay, quick question. How does a fish become depressed? Not to offend all the fish furries out there, but like...
Can you give a fish antidepressants?
You just start pouring medicine in the tank. And
I just need to go get that degree. I'm sorry, guys. I've slacked on the degree of giving drugs to animals. I know we talked about this on the show. It's just a 2-year degree, and then I can give LSD to whatever I want. And it's for science. Do antidepressants work on fish? I don't know. Pharaoh, you need to do some research. Just sitting there, just dumping a bottle of antidepressants. Like fish food.
And then he like doesn't pay attention to you, and you're like, Ritalin. Moves around too fast, gets distracted.
This fish definitely has ADD. A lonely fish who ate all of his tank mates because he became depressed that he was left with no company when his aquarium closed during the pandemic. Grumpy-looking grouper fish Miko arrived at the Linamaki Sea Life Center in Helsinki in 2007. He has a tendency to eat all of his tank mates. That's just his tendency. Eats all of his tank mates.
Can you imagine moving in with somebody and they're like, yeah, just heads up, I tend to eat people who
I eat all my roommates.
Yeah, sorry.
Even fully devouring a poisonous lionfish. I don't fucking care.
Kinky.
You're poisonous? Well, I'll be the judge of that. With no fish friends left, Miko was relying on visitors to the aquarium, and according to staff members, Marcus became very depressed and would just sit at the bottom of the tank, not moving because he was so lonely. Appearing on This Morning, he told how the staff cheered up the fish with a birthday cake made of salmon and shrimp, but admitted that Miko didn't even look at the cake before quickly eating it.
Hungry.
He just looks sad.
The fish.
Miko just has a very bad tendency of eating all his tank mates, and that's the main issue, said Marcus. Staff were convinced that even Miko wouldn't be able to eat a lionfish. So we were quite proud and sure that he would be a good tank mate. But obviously he wasn't. He ate it. So it didn't go well. The 3-foot-long fish weighs about 35 pounds and is fed 3 to 4 times a week on a diet of squid and small fish, such as herring, mackerel, or whiting. Speaking about his birthday treat, Marcus went on, "It's a big chunk of salmon, and it was decorated with shrimp." He swallowed the whole thing whole without even looking at it. He basically eats whatever goes down his throat. As the Sea Life Center shut down over the pandemic, Miko became very lonely and bored, with Marcus revealing he also turned gray because he was so unhappy. So not only did he become depressed, he just turned gray. I mean, if that's like the case for fish, how do you know when it's depressed? Oh, it just turned gray. It's just so minute in colors.
Wow.
All your colors just disappear. It goes like sepia tone or black and white.
Yeah.
Be great for humans. You lost all your color. I'm a little depressed.
Yeah, had a long day.
You just turned black and white like a cartoon.
Yeah.
As the Sea Life Center shut down the pandemic movie, Lonely War, Marcus really turned gray because he was so unhappy. He was depressed. He said, "We've seen this over the past. He has a tendency to get very depressed. If he has no visitors, he's at the bottom of the tank with the coloration turning pale. He turns gray, which is a sign of bored mostly. We know fish can get depressed, and having some movement in here really helps."
Are we ready
Marcus,
for break?
yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
That's how the page was stopping.
Oh, the page was stuck there. Sorry.
They put a TV in front of the fish so he could watch it all day with the people walking by, which seemed to help his mood. We try to enrich him by having lunch in front of his display, but we also brush the window with a brush, and he seems to enjoy that kind of contact as well.
Be happy.
Be happy.
Be happy.
Viewers were delighted with the appearance and admitted that they couldn't stop laughing at the depressed fish. Article on This Morning. He's the fish who ate all his friends and can't help but see another metaphor. A sad fish who ate all of his friends. I can't help but see yet another sad metaphor for our times in 2020.
Even the fish are sad. The fish are like, oh.
I know how he feels, says someone. Good job. I've been working from home on my own. I might as well have eaten all my work colleagues.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I think we're ready for a break.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are listening to FurCast, live on XPN. This is the season finale. We're going off air for 2 to 3 months after this because we're moving. So thank you for joining us tonight. Happy Spoopy. Just a reminder that in North America, daylight saving time switches off tonight.
Also, it's the first time there's a blue moon that's going to be completely visible for the entire United States, every single time zone.
Ooh, I'll have to see that when we go outside. Anyway, we'll be back after a quick music break.
You're listening to FurCast.
Support for FurCast comes from Patreon users, including Shaman the Photon Wizard, Dexy Wexy, Phaon, Energize the Wolf, Sweetie Darling, Barnaby Fox, Strike the Circle, Frost Blaze, Anu Fox, Omega Zai, Mullock the Generic Brown Wolf, Cypher the Heckmutt, X the Fox, Binary Pause, Zavarkin, Fireline Coyote, Trinity Werefox, Lord Headcheese, Biohazard, Code Yaks, Fox 777, Fiasco, Red Eye the Rhodey Red Lion, Tukiri, Lieutenant Fox, Calypso Collie the Fluffy Trucker, Mellow Wolf, Rit the Otter, Doxy, Zoopy the Barcode Kitty, Arceus the Tiny Tiger, Horse Code Hooves Up, Donut, Alta Shep, Meru Snowmew, D Otter, Ski Sharp, Nick Liz, Nerd Hoof, Zenair the Mutt, Frost Wogon, Jeb M16, Static the Scrap Goat, Taru the Yellow-Nosed Doggo, Cronass, Jax the Husky, Fuzzy the Fox, No Name Horse, and Gaia Wellen.
Additional support comes from social media. Twitter users, Commander Wolf 3, Kazro Fox, Drop Table Foxes, Perp, House Tier, Anti-Blue Fox, Onyx Fox 23, BBQ Skunk, Rivik Wolf, John Crescent, Kaz the Dreg, Wolvern 4, Nate Blueberry 13, Belle Platagon, Jared Tamana, Cyrus SL, Crossy on Twitter at XSSFox, the other Commander Wolf on Twitter at ForWolf99, Reiner on Twitter at What's the Fuzz, Zelig on Twitter at Stealthy Dragon, Trashcat Danny on Twitter at Trash Danny, 12 on Twitter at The Lion Thing, Shua on Twitter at Pulsing Panther, Dakota Winter on Twitter at DakotaWolf12, Telegram user Sorcerer Dale, YouTube channel Joe G. Bear, and the following websites: macrowolf.com, arihu.com, hack13.me, Superdwarf with anthrolinks.net, and Devin D. Partlet with furryhockeyleague.com.
Additional support for FurCast comes from Shisha Sheppy, Who's a Good Boy? For head bases and 3D printed goods, commission Tar Paw Studios at Alice Tar on Telegram, Silver Moonshine, maker of fluffy tails, Fisk Games, the new furry YouTuber on the block, at AlecGator300 on Twitter, creating pixel arts and being a filthy hybrid since 2012, Tantru with World in Rue View, providing fandom news since 2015, Honorius, who says, one more cheese joke and someone's getting bored, Spurigs, one of the only Ethiopian wolf degenerates in all of furry land, Scar the Fur on YouTube, giving you bite-sized, detailed furry history, Kilo the Proto-Yote, who says Jessie is the best kitty, Cody Big Cat with Cody's custom auto and truck accessories. Come see us today at 625 East 1st Street in Vidalia, Georgia, for all your auto accessory needs. Light and Shadow, the wolves, keep furry possum. Patty, who says, what Socks says is true. Socks, who says, what Patty says is not true. A message from @Grundy the Goat. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Vodka Taylor, who says, get your shit together, Taylor. Clean your room. Donran, munching those pizzas and writing those tunes. For an invite to the unofficial FurCast Minecraft server, message @Sashahina on Telegram. KobeCats.com. Take a bite out of art. We know you're hungry, so come get your paws and maws on a delicious piece of burger-priced art. Raiko's Furry Fortune Telling on Telegram @ObsidianFox. Saucy Fox, who says, I'm trash. Raccoons, HMU. Checkers the Dragon. Chess is my safe word. Fishmeister Cod, still not a furry since February 2011. Nightly @Snouts.online, who says, I want to see this community grow beyond meets and conventions. Permanent furry commune. When? Max Shepard, who has been watching since the Bacon Felony. Neon Wuff, who says, Oreo is a very good boy. Little_sunshine and Scootaloo with the unofficial XBN Xbox app at patreon.com/horseapps. FurCast's #1 wimpy fan, Tyler the Wesky. Shacky, the Maid Lord of Nordic FuzzCon. Visit the Maid Cafe at Nordic FuzzCon in Sweden. Chris Tale on FA, specializing in Toonie art. The Church of Issoire, worshipping Lynx since the year Tuft. Rose Iron Husky, smell those sweet, sweet welds. Skycorp, creating transformative technologies for mature audiences at skycorp.global. Check out the SoCal Shepherd Show, wherever you get your podcasts. Disc Cookie, creating procedural beat maps for VR rhythm games. Kuranos, who says, circles are quite friendly and nice actually. Tekwin, TC Fox, and Kaiwana of the Infosec Den in Wellington, New Zealand. At Equinox on Twitter, who says, remember kids, neigh loudly, squeak often. Sylvan Scott, Grey Muzzle, Sorta Rider, and Tabletop Gamer. On Fur Affinity as Sylvan, with size-related stories and other speculative fiction. Shadowclaw Studios. Check out our Facebook page for links to our gaming streams. The Feline Support Alliance. A good kitty is a bitey kitty. Check-it Airlines. We always land on our feet. Silver Gatomon at patreon.com/silvergatomon. Cheetah Paws for a daily dose of bulgy arts. Support him at patreon.com/cheetahpaws.
And a very special thanks to Blaze Fusky and Decibel Fox. Support for FurCast comes through Patreon, PayPal, cash donations, and from listeners like you. To become a patron and learn more about supporting FurCast, visit furcast.fm/support.
This is XBN.
This is FurCast on XBN. Hope you guys are enjoying the show so far tonight. Reminder that this is our season finale. We're going to be off for a couple months after this. And also, happy spoops, everybody. Happy spoopy. Happy Halloween. Happy, I don't know, is it spoops? Is it plural? What is it? Is it spoopy, I guess? Anyway, for everybody watching our live stream and
Happy Blue Moon.
And the Blue Moon, too.
Happy Blue Moon.
Can't forget that. Anyway, we're going to do a little dance for you guys because we're having a good time and we're enjoying the last show that we're going to be doing for a while. So, what else should I play on Spoopy Night?
Christmas carols.
Christmas carols?
Thanksgiving song.
How about this?
It's close to midnight, and something evil's lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it. And you start to freeze, and so it looks you right between the eyes. You're paralyzed, 'cause this is I'm gonna throw you tonight. You hear the door slam and realize there's nowhere left to run. You feel the cold hand and wonder if you ever see the sun. You close your eyes and hope that this is just imagination. Girl, but all the while you hear a creature creeping up behind. You're out of time, 'cause this is I'm gonna throw you tonight.
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell.
I'm gonna throw you tonight.
is XBN.
This is XBN, and we have one more quick track. It's a little groovy. Well, we kind of reconfigure the room, and everybody's got to get it kind of in and out of fursuit and stuff like that. And we'll move some cameras around. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Welcome back. We got a bunch of animals in the studio now, and an air conditioner that's turned up high. These guys are all going nuts.
I liked your hairstyle.
This isn't even my final form.
It's not even your final form?
Nope.
Oh.
You should dye tip of your hair red so that it's like a flame.
You look like one of those trolls.
So, introduce yourselves, guys.
I'm Darkon.
Do I really have to introduce myself?
Yeah.
I think I'm already known.
Well, we have a bunch of new listeners tonight because of a Twin Tail sponsor thing. They promoted us.
Yeah, people want merch.
Yeah. People want merch.
Well, I'm your Taigi Maruski.
Yeah, why don't you have any merch?
Because, how about you run the merch store?
You have a
Why don't we have any merch? You run it.
I spent $2,000 on merch once.
Yeah, and it was great.
I know. It's a lot of work, though.
It is.
A lot of money.
It is a lot. Yeah, just so anybody is curious, the logistics of merch is a fucking nightmare. Unless you want to make no money on it. Which, at this point, Anyway, so yeah, this is Maruski and Darkon. You guys were unpacking the truck that I couldn't be there for. I mean, I packed the truck with you guys, but then I couldn't unpack it.
Boxes.
Yeah.
Boxes.
Boxes and foxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have like FurCast like laptop bags and stuff like that. Wasn't there like some Etsy like store we went through?
No, that's gone.
No, I know that's gone.
Oh, I'm out there in the wild with our old logo.
Out in the wild.
Out in the wild.
There's still some bottles and badge holders here in this house.
Yeah,
I keep finding.
We used to, yeah. But anyway, thank you guys for hopping in. I know you guys just got back, and I feel kind of bad because you guys are probably exhausted, and
Okay.
So your lower third's not updated.
There.
The chat was complaining.
Oh.
They were upset that you still has a music break. So.
Okay. Well, now it doesn't say music break anymore. All right. Well, at this point,
Not to mention that we don't have a graphics designer. Like, we'd probably have a lot of merch if we had a graphics designer, but we never did, so.
Yep. Well, I think I'm pretty full on my capabilities in terms of work.
Because there's been someone could go back and just take all of the ideas we've had on many shows and just make them into T-shirts.
That would be horrifying.
I would love every minute of it.
You should resell.
It would be great, but it'd be horrifying.
You should resell your my ass kicking T-shirt. Or what was it? What was it? My fucking ass kicking T-shirt.
This is my ass kicking shirt. That one from
the Sonic.
Kaiwana says it needs to get me the Red Wolf security badge. Yeah.
Someone just gave us to spreadshirt.com.
Yeah, that was the old site, but it doesn't exist anymore.
I mean, you FurCast face masks.
Oh, God, no. Nope. 2020 does not get any of my... It does not deserve...
Don't you want ultimate, like, limited edition FurCast face masks?
No.
Yeah. We got to prove it still existed at one point.
Yeah.
You get custom logos. You can just have, like, the FurCast logo right in your face mask.
Yeah.
That would be good. Like only $4.99.
Well, anyway, yeah, we're kind of just here to chill with you guys for the end of the show. I don't think we really have any news.
No, we have the rats.
Oh, you do have well, that's just New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a story about New York City being New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, something to balance off crazy Florida stories.
Yeah, we've been reading Florida Man all this time, and we've completely forgotten about New York City Man.
Oh, there is a New York City Man.
Well, it's not New York Man because New York is huge and is mostly not city.
Well, Pittsburgh had like the bus fall into a pit hole.
That's true.
And it was just, tubes underneath the street and infrastructure. I would not find this fun. I don't like rats. No offense to any rat furries out there. I just feel like rats smell bad.
I think the thing that bothers me about this story the most is that it's a news story.
New York City man falls through Bronx sinkhole.
Is it actually titled New York City Man?
Yes, New York City man.
See, okay, in my head, I can imagine variety of New York City Man. Because, like, one...
the Bronx.
The
water.
Is like
You're talking about the water in the Bronx.
It's like that kind of New Yorker, and there's like the crazy.
I'm walking here.
That's another kind of New Yorker, and the third would be like
the
crazy,
fuck you say?
crazy. I don't want to say the word homeless New Yorker, and there's like a super rich New Yorker, and hot dog stand New Yorker.
Well, there's also the rats. You forgot about the rats.
Don't forget the rats.
Ratatouille.
Yeah. Rats mattered live.
Rats live. No.
Yes.
Rats matter lives.
Yes. Rats lives matter.
Not like rats matter lives.
Yes.
New York City man falls through Bronx sinkhole into pits of rats.
Leave it to a fox to fuck it up.
I would not like to fall into a pit of rats.
It's like Indiana Jones falling in a pit of snakes.
I feel like I'd rather fall into a pit of snakes. I would think I would be a lot happier falling.
Rats are softer.
Okay, complete sidetrack from that.
But they're also a lot more bitey.
I told the audience earlier in the show that I don't understand orgasm denial, and I am literally getting private messages from people warning me, Paradox, No Nut November starts in 2 hours. What do you want from me?
No nut. Like squirrels.
There's like Wolfie
but no
in
nut.
chat. 2 hours till No Nut November. Paradox.
Yeah, no nut. So you say rats would be softer, but I feel like rats also smell a lot worse, and I feel like they'd be less bitey than snakes. I feel like falling into like. I feel like rats would be a lot more bitey than snakes.
Was it literally like a pit of rat, or was it like just a surface coated
of rat? Just
a pit of rats.
Not a rat.
It was just one big rat that got stuck in a pit years ago.
Would you be stuck with one giant rat, or would you be stuck in a pit of giant like few hundred rats?
Honest to God, I swear I remember there's a Rocco's Modern Life episode where Rocco flushes a goldfish down the toilet.
Yeah.
And it lived for like all the years that he was, and it's just a huge goldfish stuck in the pipe.
Sounds
Can
right.
you search up Rocco's Modern Life goldfish?
Of course, you're gonna make me do this.
I need you to I need to understand the references because I don't know. I swear I remember it. I don't forget most things.
Is it Fish and Chumps?
I don't know. I don't know the episode. I just meant like Google image search it.
Let's see. Nope, not finding anything.
No.
Maybe it wasn't Rocco's Modern Life. Maybe it was Angry Beavers or something.
I think it was Rocco's Modern Life. I think we have the whole DVD set downstairs. I'll just rewatch all of them. Anyhow, Pit of Rats. They say the streets of New York City aren't what they used to be.
The fuck does that mean?
You know, before terrorism,
BT.
there weren't rat pits that to counter terrorist rats. It's the Rat Force. The Rat Force is actually what stopped terrorism. Little did you know. A Bronx man wound up in the hospital on Saturday after an entire section of concrete collapsed beneath his feet, sending him tumbling into a decrepit basement where he encountered a mischief of rats. Is a mischief what a group of rats is called?
I think so, because I heard once this mouse company, like a computer mouse company, said, "Oh, we developed these new mischief of mice." And it's like, what you call like computer mice? Group of computer mice mischief?
A group of rats is called a mischief.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So, and that apparently applies to computer mice too.
I have a bunch of mice. It's a mischief of mice.
It's like, hey, here's a box of keyboards. Okay, cool. Oh, here's a box of monitors. Okay, cool. Here's a box of mischief. What?
No, here's a mischief of mice.
Yeah, a mischief of mice.
A what?
What? Yeah, in that bin in the keyboards, there's also a mischief
of mice. He was waiting at a bus stop in the Belmont neighborhood when a video shows the ground giving beneath him, sending him tumbling 12 to 15 feet underground. NBC New York identifies the victim as a 30-year-old Leonard Shoulders. So there's video of this somewhere.
Huh. I think I just found a video. Let's see. There's
rushed to save this 33-year-old man. Witnesses say the victim fell into a 12 to 15-foot hole after a section of sidewalk collapsed underneath him in front of 4521 3rd Avenue Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, no estaba ahí, él me dio lighter.
This man says he was waiting for a bus next to the victim and gave him a lighter. He turned around for a second, and the man was gone.
Se cayó.
That's New York City. That's what happened.
Stole my freaking lighter. Wait, there's a hole here.
It'll eat you.
Wow. Let's see.
You're just standing there on the sidewalk. It was like suction. A suction of rats.
Okay, so here's the video, super zoomed in.
Oh, he was grasping onto the ledge.
Is that the guy with the lighter or the guy that was? Oh, okay.
Whoop.
Okay.
Oh, I love just going swimming in rats. It's great. He's just standing inside, just like a suction cup. His mother, Cindy White, told the station, like a sinkhole, he just went down.
No. That's not how sinkholes work.
I would have been like with like a hooker, he just went down. like a sinkhole, he just went down. I don't like that. No. Can I just say no?
Then how would you describe this situation?
I said like a hooker, he just went down.
It's like one of those rejection doors. Denied.
Like a trap door.
Yeah. Smithers.
It was like a trap door. He just went down. Then it got worse. White told the outlet that her son was afraid to call for help because he didn't want to open his mouth around the rush of rats. There were so many rats that he was afraid to scream or open his mouth, but bystanders could see him and alerted authorities.
Would you reach out your hand down to rescue him? Like if you were right next to him and you know that surrounding surface is not going to
I don't like
with
rats that much, so I don't think I would. Like in this case, like because not the fact that I wouldn't want to rescue him, but the fact that I wouldn't want to fall into a pit of rats with him. Like I would get like maybe a rope and throw it down the hole and like try to pull him off or something like that. But
you have to reach down.
I
and
don't
give
want
your
to.
Hand to
I
it
would not reach my hand down into a pit of rats
to rescue
a person in the fear of not rescuing the person, but fear of falling into a pit of rats as well. That there are so many rats that opening your mouth could cause a rat to crawl inside it. That is too many rats. I disapprove of that many rats.
What is the appropriate? What is the threshold where you would give your hands?
Not that many rats. Also, I don't have a 15-foot reach. So it'd be like dangling a hand, like there's someone 15 feet away from you. I'd be like you at the other side of the stairs over there, and be like, I could almost get you.
So they kind of imply that like you're like sinking into like the density of rats that exist. It's kind of what they're implying by that.
Sinking into the density.
Which I don't understand because it's like
I can't swim.
Are there that many? How do the rats like?
Well,
how are the rats just stacked on top of more rats? Like I don't understand.
For warmth, they vibrate. Just a sea of rats. Rescues were able to remove him from the pit of rats 30 minutes later, and he was taken to St. Barnabas Hospital across the street, where he was stable, according to CBS News in New York. His brother Greg White told New York Daily News that the injuries included a broken arm, broken leg, and a scraped face. The paper also published a photo of the hole that showed a couple of inches of concrete above the dark, empty space with no visible support. The city's Department of Buildings said the building's poorly maintained basement was actually under the sidewalk, which was in disrepair, so they're forcing that building to do the repairs. I feel like if you have the sidewalk, I feel like that's the city's responsibility.
Well, if the basement goes under it, I guess. But I don't know.
But when you buy, you don't have control.
Also, this basement was
house.
apparently full of rats.
I feel like you don't have a control over what your basement goes unto when you buy a house in New York City that has been existing there for probably like 100 years.
Why were there rats there?
New York? I don't know. I don't know why there was a pool of rats.
Well, maybe rats live in the building. Maybe
I
they
was
own
hoping that he would get away, like he would have gotten away without like any broken bones, because like I imagine like it's a mattress of rats.
It's like spongy.
A rattress.
But he broke his arm and legs, and it's like, oh. I was hoping that there would be like a mattress of rats, and, like just lay, like fall on your back.
The instance forced
I can see it now. You go down to the Sleep City store and you get a mattress that toss and turn in the night, gets too hot, doesn't feel good. Try Rattress.
It's like a waterbed, but just live rats.
They have great massaging features.
Yeah, massages you all night.
Yeah, they probably beat him up.
And you'll stay in bed all day and all night with all of the diseases you get from the rats. Do you just wish you could stay in bed all day? Rattress.
The incident forced the closure of the building, which houses a dentist's office and many other businesses, until repairs are made.
Wow, I would never go to the dentist.
I mean, there's really not that much that rats could get into at a dentist's office, I feel.
Like food-wise?
Yeah.
I guess.
So I feel like I'd be less like
Oh
inclined
no,
to go
the
to
rats got into the fluoride again.
They got floss teeth now.
The rats have like really good teeth.
Look at them shine. They ate all of the toothpaste. I had one more too.
Okay.
Oh, I did have a Florida Man one. I forgot about that one. Which just seems like really high levels of overkill.
Okay.
But I'll do this one because it's spoopy. Skeleton strip club Halloween display gets under neighbor's skin. Angela. Some neighbors in Richmond, Texas have a bone to pick with.
Hold on. I'll let you ring the bell.
In level 1 to 10, how disappointed were you with that pun?
Eh.
Eh?
You cut the bell off. We have like a suspend adjustment on the bell. It's like
tension adjuster.
I still think you need to pull up the reverse cowbell for Spoopy Halloween.
I don't have this article. Can you link it to me?
Yes.
No, we have a special recording of reversing the cowbell.
Here, I'll find it.
No, I think it had that's not a reversed one.
Yeah, that's a reversed one.
That's a reversed one? Oh.
Yeah, that's not what a cowbell sounds like. That's what a cowbell sounds like. The one that you just played is.
No, that's cowbell. I can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's reversed.
It's reversed.
It's reversed.
Yeah.
It's still a cowbell if it's reversed.
Yeah. It still sounds like.
I didn't say it didn't sound like a cowbell. I just said it sounded creepy as hell. Especially didn't we slow it down too? Like where it was like it sounded like some horror film. Like
yeah, because I thought we had a more horrific version of like dun 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 dun.
Oh my God! Is this really? So he's got the.
It's so good. I wish we did this on the front of our house.
He's got the skeleton stripping. What? Who cares?
I love the
money.
That's so many skeletons too.
That's so good.
And they have security.
Come on.
I loved it. So.
Well, I'm sure those hookers will give you a real good boner.
They got a bone to pick with you. Angela Davis Halloween Skeleton Strip Club display. The Homeowners Association called Neva's pole dancing skeletons and dollar bill waving customers scalicious. Scalicious? Oh, like scandalous. ABC 13 Houston reported, well, the actual terms were offensively positioned and inappropriate.
I'm playing it.
I like offensively positioned skeleton.
Offensively positioned
skeleton. That is a great show title. I have a offensively positioned skeleton for you.
Yeah.
Neva got a letter saying that she had 30 days to shut it down.
Shut it down. That's how fucking Halloween's gonna be over.
Really? Just keep it till Thanksgiving.
I'm upset that she has candy shop because I would have rather it been the bone shop.
It's a stupid video that I'm playing. It's really badly edited. Sorry. But yeah, that's. Oh, and I clicked the ad, and now I can't.
She said she just wanted to provide laughs in a difficult year, and will bury the club display on November 1st. Everyone in my section of the neighborhood has been very supportive, she told the Houston Chronicle. I do have a few haters. We have to respectfully agree to disagree. For me, this is just a creative outlet, not offensive skeletons. Just offensive skeletons, too.
With the disco ball. It's so good.
I don't know. I can see their pubis bone.
I absolutely love this. Leave it up.
Oh.
Come on. Like.
Neva said that actually she's been changing the scenario a little bit every day until closing. So not only was she's repositioning them, different ones are switching positions on the poles.
Now it's an offensive plot. Offensive plot developing skeletons.
She said there was she was adding a VIP line next. Not bad for a club that was dead from the start. There you go. I love it. They love the position. Like, you got the position so good.
That's good.
Yeah, I didn't know the spine of those like skeletons can bend backward.
I don't think they can. I think there's some of them.
Because I always see this as a science room or like science class, but they always look stiff.
So this one seems overkill, but of course, Florida Man, this is what he would do.
Okay.
It's a political one.
Oh boy.
So you know, little like, because we have the one where some woman paid children to go steal Trump signs. Remember that one?
Yeah, that was
I don't think
good.
we ever read it, but like the woman literally just paid a bunch of children to go steal Trump signs from people, so she didn't get in trouble, but she got in trouble. But you know, the little like plastic signs, like they take 2 seconds to like pull out or just again, it's like a little cardboard.
Due to COVID, the club is running on skeleton crew. Shuby in chat for that one. That was good.
Can you guess what Florida Man did?
To like remove Trump signs?
Yes. Oh no, not the Biden signs.
He drove over it.
Close. Very close.
Drove over it and killed somebody?
No, not that extreme.
It's gotta be random.
It was a stolen vehicle, though. I will give you that.
So he stole a vehicle and then drove over them?
Yes. What type of vehicle would a Florida Man steal?
A Hummer?
That's more of like a Hollywood steal. We're talking about Florida Man.
Florida.
You got to go low bar on this.
Tractor?
Somewhat there.
Jeep Grand Cherokee.
No.
Jeep Grand Cherokee.
How low do I have to go?
Unorthodox.
Lawnmower? Golf cart?
No.
Geo.
What?
A Geo.
A Geo.
That's a rarity. You gotta go to like Washington to do that. Because I guess it's eco-friendly.
An electric wheelchair?
See, that's more like Florida Man style there, but a little bit more high-powered.
Okay.
It's not lawnmower.
I was going to say a moped, but considering he's taking down Biden signs, he probably doesn't like European things.
I said that from the start, this is very overkill. So you wouldn't need this much of force to take out these signs, but...
A Mustang? But it's not a high... It's
Is
not
it
a low bar.
somehow a tank?
There we go. We're getting closer to what the actual thing was.
Like bulldozer?
Yes.
Oh.
Congratulations.
I've seen stuff like that.
Florida Man stole a bulldozer to run down the Biden signs in his neighborhood.
A Florida Man song.
If someone got video of that.
He told officers he was just way too drunk at the time to remember what happened.
Sorry, officer, I didn't say anything.
See, now you're thinking like a Florida man. Haines City, Florida, a 26-year-old man has been accused of stealing a bulldozer from a Florida construction site.
He doesn't even have that many Florida years of his life.
I know.
Like
tells you how fast Florida man develops.
Every year that you're in Florida, Florida has its effect on you. And eventually you become a true Florida man. And this guy...
So that's why when you move there, you don't really get the effects, but it's starting.
Yeah.
But if you're born there, it doesn't take long. Stole the bulldozer from a Florida construction site, driving it through town into his own neighborhood to knock down a bunch of campaign signs for the Democratic Party nominee Joe Biden, according to authorities and their homeowners.
I'm gonna get these people to stop. You know what'll make Trump win? Bulldozers. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a
good old American bulldozer.
Kamala Harris isn't gonna know what hit her and get a bulldozer.
The man took a full bulldozer to Haines City on Saturday to repeatedly destroy and run over all of the Biden signs in the view of the people who actually lived in the neighborhood during the day. Witnesses said.
Can Can you imagine it at night? They're like, what is that loud sound outside? And it's just a bulldozer on your lawn.
So when the construction company wasn't using the bulldozer at midday, must have been on their lunch break.
Oh my God, he bulldozed my Biden sign. What? You know what, guys? I'm going to vote for Trump now.
You got my vote.
You got my vote. I mean, you bulldozed my front lawn, I guess. Wow. Yeah, I see it now.
Meanwhile, it was hard enough to. I wanted to just get a bulldozer to like flatten our lawn so it was like nice and smooth, and that was difficult. Yeah, this man could just freaking go and get fucking bulldozer just to take out signs that could be pulled out with a child.
You could have used a child. Instead, you used a bulldozer. On the scale of child to bulldozer, how Florida man are you?
James Blay was charged with grand theft auto, trespassing, drunken and disorderly conduct, according to the Haines City Police Department. Former Vice Mayor Adam Burgess lived in that Central Florida neighborhood, which he said was predominantly black, so he called this a hate crime. The man came onto my property, took the 2 Biden signs that I had in my yard, and then came back with a bulldozer to run down my fence. So wait, he went to the house first, to one of the houses, and removed the Biden signs with his hands.
Okay.
Then went to the
very childlike hands.
His very childlike hands. Then went to a construction site, drunk, stole a bulldozer, came back to where he stole the signs to bulldoze their fences that had Biden stuff on it as well.
Oh.
Okay, I get it. So he's got a fence. Yeah, you can't remove a fence with a kid.
You might be able to. Video taken by the news outlet showed the damaged fences. Blight was also accused of bulldozing down a city speed limit sign, among other signs he didn't like. Fucking hate this speed limit. Fuck you.
Fuck you, breast cancer awareness.
Fuck these children.
Now that I got all this power, I'm gonna take down all of these signs.
Fuck you, my student is an honor kid.
Fuck your honor kid. Police said Blake claimed that he was just way too drunk at the time to remember what happened. It was not immediately clear whether or not his attorney would comment on his behalf.
Basically said that. I don't remember, officer.
You're being charged with grand theft auto and trespassing. How do you plead? I was way too drunk operating this vehicle at the time to remember anything that happened. Okay. Just add that to the charge list. Are you searching?
I'm getting Grand Theft Auto music.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sure bulldozer wasn't in the list of vehicles that you can steal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you can get a bulldozer in Grand Theft Auto.
I don't think so either.
He went above and beyond
the
video game.
It might be in one of the missions, though.
There was like a steamroller, but not a bulldozer.
Something like that. I don't remember.
All right. Yeah. Any more or that?
No, that's it.
That's it. All right. Well, we can just chill with the audience for just a quick sec before we end the show. And of course, we should take calls tonight, too. But yeah, so podcast listeners, before we go, I guess just want to say thank you for being with us for all these years and for staying with the show and
enjoying the spoopy Halloween hype.
Enjoying the spoopy Halloween, yeah. But
no werewolves are harmed in the making of this episode.
No Biden sign was harmed.
No Biden sign. Yeah, hopefully that's all over with by the time we get back.
No rats were harmed in the making of this episode.
Or maybe not. Maybe when FurCast goes off, our entire country will go into civil unrest. We'll have to find out.
Yay, the end of the world.
Yay.
On our side. And probably the rest of the world.
Anyway, well, thank you guys for being with us.
Enjoy your blue moon. You're welcome.
Yeah, enjoy your blue moon.
Is it actually blue? Like
it could be.
It just means it's the second moon in a month.
It was a full moon, though.
Second full moon in a month.
Oh, is that what blue
It's not was. It still is. I provided this for you. It's a blue moon. You're welcome.
And also, we should say goodbye to this studio. Because this is the last show we're doing in this studio. Before it gets all moved to a new location.
Well, you're doing in this studio. I still live in this studio.
Well, yeah, you're still going to have the studio, but I'm going to have a different studio. Yeah, we had some good memories in here. Should we recap? We moved we moved the Dreamcatcher. That's probably what cursed us.
2020 started with
that's how 2020 started, phase, when we moved that Dreamcatcher that came with the house that was nailed to the wall over there before we put the drywall up.
I still like some of the scary Halloween costumes that have been coming out too. The scariest thing that someone dressed up as is the a gender reveal party.
How are you a gender reveal party? Is it a binary
of mass destruction?
And they have little party balloons inside their costume.
Is it a boy or is it a girl?
Yeah. Several asses were harmed, though, for Twin Tail toys. You know, we had to... Thank you to Twin Tails, by the way, for just genuinely, like, having confidence in us and sponsoring us, which was the first time I had, like, writing contracts and everything was new. I did not have any experience with that previously, and it was just really cool to, out of nowhere, just have Twin Tails be like, we're going to sponsor you guys. And I was like, oh my God! And it's been quite an experience, so hopefully we can keep up with that going forward. But I just want to thank those guys because they totally made the year, like, amazing.
It's going to make a new show in the studio. It's just going to be me sitting in a chair, and it's going to be called Pharaoh's Closet.
Pharaoh's Closet, because you're still in the closet? Because you never came out of the closet?
I have a closet. It's just I've never gone into or come out of it. I'm the straight one.
Yeah.
Like I go in and out of it for clothing. Is that what you mean? I'm the asexual. I don't know what these closets you are. Why do all gays just stay in these closets? What is wrong with you guys? Is that why people just keep yelling at you to come out? Because obviously it's not healthy to be in a closet that long.
Yeah. And then,
how are you going to go to the bathroom? You're just going to shit in the corner?
And then before we go, I just want to mention, because the show's going to be off for a little bit, if you're interested in me or any of my nerdy stuff or the stuff that I do, totally follow me on social media. I also have a Telegram channel called XBN Studio Build, which is like behind the scenes stuff and technical stuff and cool diagrams and photos of the studio and stuff like that. If you're interested in Pharaoh, obviously, he is on Twitter. We have links in the contact page of the website. You can follow him and all of his shenanigans and anything he does. He also has his own YouTube channel. So he might, if he starts doing, you laugh at that.
There's like one video on there.
Yeah, it has
like 5 million views.
He has one video with 5 million views.
I have more than one video.
Wait, what do you have on there?
It's a Willy Wonka video.
Oh, that one!
It a meme. And
yeah, that like
Game Grumps used it. Like
you get nothing.
You get nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir. It's that video.
I don't even know how many views it has. All I know is like it was the funniest things. Have so many subscribers to absolutely nothing.
You start posting like fursuit content. People are like, what the hell is this?
What the fuck is this shit?
Must be a new meme. And then Game Grumps starts using it.
VG Cats used it. I remember that. Like, so sorry. I don't even know. Again, I don't even. I think if you just search, you get nothing, and my video comes up.
Were you like the first to post that, or just?
Yeah. I made it when I was on the forum. Yeah, you search, you get nothing.
2008.
It's the first one that comes up.
Yeah.
June 4th.
June 4th, there was a young Pharaoh.
4.1 million views.
4.1, okay.
How many subscribers?
I don't know, but I had a lot more subscribers than people that.
36.
I've never looked
1,000.
at. What?
1,000.
I have 1,000 subscribers?
936.
900 people were like, yeah, this Willy Wonka video is good. I'm going to see what else this guy's got.
Oh, my God.
So many people are waiting for you, Faye. They're like,
when's the next one coming?
Yeah, there it is.
I have half the subscribers of XBN Studios.
You have a, yeah, I think XBN. It's in the low thousands.
Pharaoh spends 5 minutes editing this video.
Wow, FurCast audience, we don't care about you anymore. We got the Willy Wonka subscribers. I'm gonna go with them.
You got competition with the other guy up here.
You know, Twin Tails, you really
he's always been behind though.
It's a minute long though.
Twin Tails, you really should have sponsored Pharaoh's YouTube channel. Could have had a wider market access.
Honestly, I have access to, I think, the Twin Tails YouTube channel.
That's.
Yeah. But I don't have nothing to post to the Twin Tails, but I'll just post, you get nothing.
Yeah. He posted a Willy Wonka video to Twin Tails.
They just put dicks there. I still want to do stuff. I still want to do.
But point being, we do other things. Both of us do other things. So follow us on the social medias. I've got other podcasts as well. So,
I don't do other things. I just have other things.
You have a Willy Wonka video. That's it. That's all Faye has.
You have a great platform to start out with, Faye.
Built on my platform of Willy Wonka.
You're off to a great start.
Yeah, well, any platform built on Gene Wilder, you're golden.
You're like that kid who invested in Bitcoin back in like 2009.
I invested in Gene Wilder. Paid off.
All right, guys. We should probably sign out here on the podcast. I have been your host, Paradox the Red Wolf.
I've been your Blue Moon-inspired Fox host, Pharaoh.
I've been your Ty Gamer-Risky.
I've been your Red Fox, Darkon.
Thank you guys for joining us, by the way.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right, podcast listeners, we will see you soon. Stay tuned to all of our stuff on other places, and we'll see you in a couple months. Good night. Good night. We love you.
Night.
Tanter Pharaoh has more subscribers on YouTube than I do. But the scariest part was when I went to the YouTube panel for FurCast, and my channel had more subscribers than all of the speakers had, besides Majira. And it's not to even insult anyone. I didn't even know I was there in FurCast behalf, not my own channel. And someone's like, wow, your channel has 900 some. I think it had even more at the time.
Man. So there's Majira and Faye.
No, Majira is probably 100,000?
Oh, something crazy.
I just got something like that.
Yeah.
What was it? What con was that we went to? Was it Canada? I think it was Canadian.
Yeah, it was Fernal Equinox. Yeah.
So you're doing the panel for the YouTubers, like us as FurCast. And I remember someone looking up my YouTube account personally and being like, oh, you have more subscribers than it was the 6 other people that were up in front describing how to get subscribers. And then I felt bad because I didn't even know.
How long ago was this?
A couple of years ago. It's 2 years ago at FE, I think. Yeah.
I think at one point in time I was at 1,400 subscribers because Zed and CJ were the ones that were like, dude, you know how many subscribers? I was like, no, I don't look. I don't post anything to YouTube. Maybe someday I will, and all these people that subscribe to me are going to be blown away.
Whoa, this guy's a real life blue 5. All right, good night, guys.